In this tutorial, we'll learn an easy method to add such star fields in the background of any composition using a node tree, which you can download for free. You can even change the color of the background sky if you wish, or the brightness of the stars and their number using this node tree. So let's say we have created the planets in this demo composition, and we have a dark background or sky. Now we want to add some stars over this background. If you go to the World tab in this panel, we can see that the world background is set to a static color with a small strength or intensity. We can check the existing node tree in the shader editor. If we select the World tab from here, we can discover the background node that is added by default for the world output. Now go to the File menu and select the Append option. A download link is given below for this Star World blend file. You have to just download it on your machine and double-click on this file. Then go inside the World folder and double-click on the Star World node tree. Then in the World tab, switch over to the Star World node tree, which you have just appended. We will discuss more about this node tree and how to customize it, but let's first see what effect it has on our composition. So we discover that a nice background is created with Starfield across the sky. We can see the node tree along with our viewport to make real-time changes. So we have two Voronoi nodes, and this first Voronoi texture takes care of the nearby stars that are relatively big in size. And the second Voronoi node is there for the distant stars that are very faint and smaller in size. You can change these numbers to get a different pattern and size, but keep a meaningful difference between these two numbers for the best effect, and don't make them way apart either. Then the textures are going through these two map range nodes, and we are adding them for a combine effect, which is then going into this multiply node. If we don't use this multiply node here, all the stars will be visible with an equal brightness, which looks a little boring and artificial. So we multiply their brightness with a random factor, coming from this noise texture, which you can customize as well. Finally, we are sending it to this mix shader, where we are combining the background color with a static color using the star texture, and the color of our stars depends on this node. If we simply change this color, the color of the stars will change accordingly, although a light blue color looks most natural. And if we want to use a different color for the background instead of black, we have to change this color with a low brightness. Let's say we set it to a dark yellow or metallic brown color, the background will get the same color, or you can even increase the intensity from here as you wish. So we have now changed the background of this scene. Although the sky in outer space is actually black, I think it looks really awesome with this added color. And if you think that the stars are not sufficient enough, you can always disconnect this noise texture for more brightness, but there is a better way to do this. So let's first move these nodes a bit to get some blank space here. Then we have to duplicate this multiply node and place it in between these two to connect it to the mix shader and also to this background node. Now, if we change this multiplication factor to 2, we can see that we have a much more prominent star field. You can even change it to 3 for more stars, or you can keep it simple with a default value. You can also add keyframes and animate these fields, as we did in the demo. So this is how you can easily create a starred sky. I hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.